Welcome back to Banana Engineering. My name is Chris and today I got a new project for you. I got the punching tool assembly. So in this project we're going to create all the parts, building them together to the assembly. Later on we're going to make a drawing of the assembly. Later on, hopefully we make the drawing of the single parts as well. So at first I want to concentrate on the rotational parts, the lever, the punch, and here you have the retaining bolt. So let's get started with the lever. We create a new file. Select sketch, and now we have to select a plane. So as it is in rotational part, at first we need a line, pick up a line, draw a line that is horizontal, go on the constraints, make this line in the same point as the center point, click the line to a center line, and then we have the center line. So we start at first with the thread of the lever, and I want to have the thread on the left side of the center point, because when I'm going to assemble the lever in the eccentric disc, this is the plane where the lever hits the eccentric disc. So let's start with the thread. It looks like this. Has a diameter of M6. So we need to have 6 millimeters here. It has a length of 8 millimeters. And now we have to make sure that the end of the thread is going to hit the center point. We can arrange that by going on a vertical constraint and make this dot vertical. Now we're going to make the rest of the lever. So to create the arc at the end of the lever, simply have a left click on your mouse and now hold on to the button, don't let go, pull down, and now you can place the end of your arc here on your center line, let go, and now make sure you grab the center point of your arc and put it on the center line. Now give it a diameter of 8 millimeters and the final length from here to there of 60 millimeters. So normally this is the way you design such a part, and it's different from the technical drawing. This is how it looks like for manufacturing, and this is the way it looks like when you design it. So we're happy with that. Finish the sketch, revolve. So in this case, the program doesn't find the profile automatically. Even if we're hitting the profile and selecting it here, it will not rotate. Or if it's this kind of red, we know that the body is hollow and not full. So in this case, go back to your sketch, edit your sketch, and now we have to close the contour completely with a separate line. This happens every once in a while in Inventor. Like in SolidWorks, you have to do this always, closing the sketch. Now everything's fine, profile is found automatically, axis is chosen automatically. We say OK, and we're done. So next thing is we create a thread, choose the surface we want to have the thread on, full length from the beginning to the end. specification, we choose an isometric profile, and we already have the right size. It's M6 because of the diameter, and we're fine. Last thing we got to do is bring on a chamfer of 1 millimeter on the edge. We save it. So you have to create a new folder, punching tool, so the next part will be the punch. Now you can make a screenshot of this one and try on your own. I will shortly show you how I made it. So let's talk about the punch. This is my sketch of the punch. Start a sketch, select the right plane, the XY plane. You can see it right here, the XY plane. Create a center line with this tool, place the center line in the center, start the sketch here in the center point. So this time it doesn't matter if you take a 25 and a 5 here or the 30 and 25, it just doesn't matter. You can insert the chamfer if the chamfer is not a 45 degrees. In case it's 45 degrees, as in our case, I recommend to make it with the chamfer tool. Make sure you have the constraints set right so you cannot move anything, any line. If there's something green, you got to work with your constraints. Also make sure that the center line always is longer as the sketch or shorter. Exit. Now you can see this time we don't have to close the sketch fully, the contour, the program finds the rotation. Add the chamfer, it's 2 millimeters, 45 degrees, that's good. And we're done with the punch. Now let's take care of the retaining bolt. The retaining bolt has 3 parts. It has a thread, it has a round part with a tapped hole and this hexagon part in the middle. Go on File, go on New, create a standard part, start a sketch on the YX plane, create the center line, place the center line in the center, switch the center line to a center line. So let's start with the sketch. So for me, I want to have this time the thread on the right side. And let's bring in the dimension of the thread. It's an M8, so we have a diameter of 8. We have a length of 12 millimeters. Now let's make sure that this point is vertical to the center point. Then we have to create the part of the hexagon and the left part as well. Now for the outside diameter, we take something that's definitely bigger than the 15 millimeters of the SW15 for our tool. So let's say 20 millimeters will do the job. It doesn't matter, you can choose 25 if you want to. You will see later why. This diameter is 10 millimeters. Now we bring in the lengths. We have 12 millimeters here as well. And this will be 18. So we will check if we calculated the right way. So you can see it's 42. So if you have it in brackets, then it says this dimension is driven by all the other dimensions. Okay, so this is the basic sketch. Finish, exit. Let's see if we can revolve it. Doesn't work, so we have to close the sketch. Go on the sketch, right click, edit the sketch, and close the sketch like this. Revolve it. There we go. Now let's create the thread on this surface. It's an M8. We have to choose isometric profile. 8, that's right, M8 like this. Make a chamfer. 1 millimeter. It's good enough. On this side, we're going to enter the hole. So this time I don't want to make a sketch. I want to make the hole in the center of this part. So simply click here on the surface and now pull the center line of your thread in the middle of this circle. It's an M6, so go on Tab Tool, choose for isometric profile, choose the right size, M6. We have the termination on distance, and we have here a 10 millimeter, and for the hole we have 15 millimeters. Say OK, and that's fine. Start a sketch, and this time we take this surface. We're going to project the outer diameter. We're going to project the XZ plane and the XY plane. Now go on rectangle, and here you go on polygon. Now we have a hexagon, 6, place it in the center. Bring it out like this, so make sure that a corner of the hexagon snaps to the horizontal line. Now go on dimension, give it a 15 millimeters. That's good. And all we need to do is creating a circle that fits on the outer circle. Now go on finish, extrude to make a cut. We choose the profile and extend it through all. Say OK, and now we are done. Make sure you save this part as retaining bolt. Alright, thanks for watching. So see you in the next video with all the other parts and the assembly.